developments out of Washington, D.C. tonight. The NAACP filed a federal lawsuit today on behalf of Representative Benny Thompson against former President Trump.
In the lawsuit, Thompson, a Democrat from the state of Mississippi, accuses the former president and his personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, of conspiring to incite the deadly riot at the Capitol back on the 6th of January. That suit comes on the heels of another development dealing with the riot. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi's announcement yesterday that Congress will appoint a 9/11-style commission to investigate exactly what happened that day. NewsNation correspondent Joe Khalil live for us in Washington, D.C. tonight with the latest on this. And Joe, when we talk about a 9/11-style commission, just describe what that means and why that's being applied to this incident.
Yeah, well, the Republicans and Democrats that are all calling for this investigation are certainly not equating what happened on 9/11 with what happened on January 6th, but rather what they're doing is hoping to get the same sort of robust, comprehensive investigation that happened after 9/11. You think about it, Congress puts together dozens of investigations every year, and a lot of them get published and sit on a shelf and collect dust, and nothing really comes out of them. The 9/11 Commission was a lot different. It was very policy-driven. It came up with about 75 recommendations that essentially changed the way fundamentally that we handle counterterrorism in this country. It created a number of new laws. It created new agencies that handle terrorism, all with the goal that we don't have another 9/11. So the hope, again, for lawmakers now is that they have some type of investigation similar to what we had for the 9/11 Commission. That way we don't end up seeing what happened on January 6th again. And certainly they can try to codify that into law based on the current threat that we have of extremists who, like we saw, breaching the Capitol on January 6th.
And Joe, was it always the plan to have this kind of commission, or was this something that came in the aftermath of the second impeachment trial?
It frankly had nothing to do with the impeachment trial. Remember, impeachment itself is a very political process by nature. This, again, would be a very policy-driven investigation. It frankly doesn't have, much to do with this at all. In fact, when you think about the timeline here, on September 11th, it took about 2.5 months. The commission and the investigation didn't begin until November 27th of that year. So you think about the timeline here, it's actually beginning even sooner than the 9/11 investigation. So what we're seeing now in some of these images are exactly what lawmakers would try to hope to prevent again and address the current growing threat of extremism through a commission like this, to see what we did wrong, what we knew, what we didn't know, and how we can better share information to prevent something like what we're seeing on your screen now.
And Joe, just a few seconds left. One last question. Do we know yet when this commission will get to work and who will sit on it?
Not exactly. We haven't heard those details yet. Hopefully this week we can get some clarification. The House is not here until next week. The Senate is gone. So we imagine it may be we know it's going to be a bipartisan effort because there have been calls from both sides of the aisle for an investigation like this. So the exact formation of it, we're not exactly sure. We'll have to wait and see what leaders in both parties come up with, Rob.
Still so many questions about that day. Joe Khalil live in D.C. tonight. Thanks for that report.